Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Banished, Season 2. Let's load up. I accidentally just tried to do a whole bunch without recording the actual window that I needed to record. So, I'm going to be redoing it so that it's not just a big jump. So, I have a pretty good idea where everything's going to go. I know exactly what I'm going to be doing in all of this. So, it's not going to be a lot of decision making on my part because it's already going. So I need to gather up the stone, and then I'm going to gather up this iron. Okay. And this lodge is not going to cut. I'm going to drop down to 2, go up to 2. The same thing over here. Make sure this is just dropped down to 2. Another forester. Nope. Another forester. There we go. So we gather all that up. We need to put the stockpile here. There we go. And then we need to up our gatherers as well. And like I was saying last time, that you guys didn't hear because I wasn't recording the actual window I needed to record, we're going to be building stone houses instead of wood houses because we want to not have to use as much fuel. Stone houses use about half as much fuel as their counterparts, so you don't use nearly as much fuel, so it's a lot better. Go ahead and get this storage barn up and operational first. And then we will build them because we just want to make sure that the houses are within this circle so they don't have very far to walk in order to get to the market. And we have the resources for it. We will build some stone houses here. That going. We'll get this barn up. That way the gatherers don't have as far, and then later the hunter's hut won't have as far to go either. And we'll go ahead and start designating cutting here. Our firewood is low, probably because our fire cutter was off bringing resources over to here. We need a couple more people to become adults. We have one more coming of age soon. The big thing is we need to build these houses so that more people will be born. We're just at 20 people. Not nearly enough for what we want to do. And our food is coming along quite nicely. So we're not in desperate need of the food. We got good amount of tools. Everything's running good. I'm gonna put another worker here because that person just became of age, so we can finish this building fast. And then this market is going to work out real nicely for us as far as being able to distribute the goods back and forth between the houses. Really, we're not going to need much more population than what we'll be able to afford through this, and we basically just need to maintain it. One thing I was saying last time that you didn't hear is I think I'm going to do a boarding house so that the elderly don't live alone. I can kick them out and put them in the retirement home. Seems a little heartless, I know, I'm sorry, but it will help out a lot. It'll be a lot better. We'll be able to keep growing in population while not having to keep adding a whole bunch of houses. So it'll be a lot better in the long run for us. So we got these people, they're planting. We got these forest areas up. Gatherer's hut's not going to do as well until we get a lot of these trees up and going. And we're gonna go with one more here. We want to stimulate our growth of our children because we only have one right now. And our logs are low, so we're gonna come over here and gather up the trees. I think I did this the other way. I think I gathered the trees and then built this last time, but it's okay for logs to go low. Pretty soon we'll have more self-sufficient logs. I think about 2 people cutting down logs here is a good amount. That way there's not too much that we're losing as far as mature trees, but we'll bring in a healthy amount of logs. I think with stone houses instead of the wooden houses, we won't be in such a need for firewood like we were last time. I think it's going to be a lot better. 20-year age difference between this man and woman, but okay. That's what they want. That's what they want. I mean, you can't stop love. Love's going to happen. So we'll gather up all this here. Drop our builders back down. And gather up all this wood. I feel like I've already done this before. Yeah, I did. So the next item of business is we don't want to run out of places to gather stuff, so we're going to build a couple of bridges to make sure that we can gather up everything. Because we want to ensure that we don't run out of gatherable resources that we have to go super far for. So gather up the stone here. Grab all that, because we're going to get a little low on stone as soon as we build these bridges. But there's a lot of stone and iron over here, along with more woods. And then over here, where we're building another one, there's also a good amount of stone, and it'll give this area its full potential because it can build on the island across there and gather over there. So it will unlock its full potential, which is what we want to do. So there's no cutting here, only foresting. And there's gathering. Excellent, everything's good. We are doing excellent. So our builder is frantically building bridges by himself. That's okay. I'd rather have the gatherers gathering the raw materials first. I want to get all that taken care of first, and I don't really care about the bridge going up in a super fast manner as long as we have the resources for it. Which we already do, as shown by the fact that they're building it. And we'll gather up all that stuff. Chop it all down. Okay, we had another person become a laborer. Let's put one more builder in the mix so that we can get these bridges up. And then this bridge up. There it is. So we're doing good. Almost up to 4,000 food. We'll get even more as this becomes better. Put a hunter's lodge down here as well, gather up these deer that are just kind of wandering around. And we'll also get the merchant online here pretty soon. Next order of business is a good location for a fisher's hut. Now I did find out that the more water in it the better. So put as much water in it and it'll be most effective. So we'll put that down there. They'll bring stuff over to it as we can, but we have access to all the stone we need now, so we're good to go with that. And these areas are probably using a lot less firewood per than these ones are, for sure. These ones will use it about 50% faster. Struggling for things to say. I feel like I've done this already because I accidentally didn't record it, so we're not really going in any different direction than I already know we're going, so unless a natural disaster happens, there's really nothing that I don't feel like I already talked about, but it's It's okay, because you guys didn't see it, so I will keep explaining what I'm doing. And hopefully you guys will just keep enjoying it. Okay, get all this gathered up. Excellent. And we have the person bringing stuff over for this. We'll also want to put a storage barn over here as well. Gather up all this stuff first, and then we will consider getting the storage barn. This stuff is getting chopped down. Excellent. Make sure that tree gets grabbed as well. And then they'll bring all that stuff over for this. A couple more stone. And I think the storage barn good to go. Well, why not butt right up against it? All they have to do is bring it right to it, and if we build anything across the way, or another fisher's hut a little bit closer, no, let's just put it right there. Excellent. 27 people, so that's good. We're doing good with the people. This forester's getting things online. Lots of tree growth, that's good. There's this hill here, so it's not quite as effective as it could be, but it's pretty much got full coverage. And we're going to build a stockpile over here, so we can gather all these resources. Fisher's hut's done, but I don't want to put anybody in it until we actually build the houses, so we're going to need to gather up the stone first. And we'll build the houses just right here, right next to that stockpile. Should be a good spot for it. I think we're going to redo this town area here, maybe move the blacksmith. Maybe move them like over here or something. Put two of them here, they can put their tools in the storage barn, and the merchant will bring them to there. That way this whole area can be trafficked a little easier. Don't have to go all the way around. We'll get rid of the houses slowly and replace them. So that's it's definitely on the to-do list, so that'll be something that we'll do in a bit. Not quite yet. And let's just do a general gathering here. Grab all the stone, wood, iron, all that good stuff. We'll need some more houses. Definitely have plenty of adults to move out, and our food situation's good. It looks like we actually hit our food cap. Let's up that to 7,000. We got 2 people there, person there, 2 people there, person there. I mean, it's a good 6 people that can move out. These people are probably going to be becoming adults soon. I mean, let's get this stuff all gathered up. That way, I mean, we're not going to run out of stuff. Put a stone house here. So we have 40 stone, so we might as well do it. Actually, I want to raise the priority of the house. Let's get that done first. Excellent. This area is not quite ready to collect wood yet. This area should be bringing in about 100 or so wood a season, so that's good. Stone is low because we told it to build this house and we only had 40 stone, but we knew that. It's okay. Perfectly fine with that. We got lots of stone over here, so we're not gonna need for stone. We have enough. Excellent. We are at full speed, so I can't really go any faster. Even though I'd like to. That's okay. It's winter time. We got a little over 5,000 food. We're doing fine with our firewood. We got a good amount of iron. Our tools are fine. It's telling us our firewood is low, but everyone just grabbed it, so those fire cutters, he's not going to have a big deal. It's not going to be very hard for him to do that. And we had some gatherers. Guess they just really wanted to move out. That's okay. I'm telling us our firewood is low, but he's chopping it pretty fast, so I'm not concerned. Let's undesignate the general cut and redesignate a stone cut. Let's gather all the stone in this area so we can build some more stone houses. Excellent. Good. Just get all the stone. Tools are still good. We don't have so much of a population that our tools are starting to suffer. Gotten up to 30 people, so that's good. We'll build another 1 or 2 stone houses over here. If we build 2, then we'll have full squadron for the fishing dock, and then enough for the market. And then if we build the blacksmiths over here, we'll need another house for the blacksmiths to live in. So it's kind of on the chopping block of what we need to do, but we need to gather up all these resources first. Get all the stone in. I mean, we're not wanting for people. Children are being born. It's good. We don't have a lot of really old people. I mean, our original population's getting in the 50s. And then our original children are coming close to the 30s and 40s. That's okay. We'll get 80 stone and build 2 more houses. And then we'll gather up the rest of the stuff over here. We got lots of iron to gather. We're definitely not going to want for surface resources for a little while, because this is just this one area to collect from. We've got another area that we built the bridge to already to collect from. Not quite as rich, but still pretty abundant. As soon as we get the fishers going and these houses built, we're going to then get the trader online. So that's why we're going to need to gather all this iron. Not all the iron, sorry. All the stone. We need all the stone here, and then we'll probably need to gather all the stone over here. Go ahead and designate it out. Gather up it all from here. And we'll grab the iron while we're over here, because this iron is in the way of the forester. And we want the forester to plant all the trees it can. We're still doing good on logs. These trees are getting close to maturity. We just had a huge wave of people become laborers. So we have 3 more groups of laborers, which is quite a bit. So let's get these houses up. There we go. Let's put our fuel limit up to 150. That way the woodcutter keeps working. And we have even more people become adults. So we should be able to gather quite quickly here, which is really good for us. We're in an age of gatherings. That's what we need right now. This area is almost operational to start gathering wood from, and we'll have 2 main places to get us quite a bit of wood. So we should be good with that. And then we'll do a general gather of all the iron here. We don't want to want for iron at all. I mean, we'll eventually have to build a mine, but we won't need it anytime soon. We're getting close to our food cap again, and we haven't even started gathering from the fisher's hut yet. So this is looking up for us. We're doing good. Gathering up everything from here. Looks like they already got all the stone. Finished off the iron there. They should be bringing all the stuff over to these houses. There they go. Builders should be getting that done. And I think we're going to bring, as soon as they bring all the stuff here for these, we're going to bring the market up. And then we'll go gather all the rest of that stuff. Everything's almost there. There it goes. So let's get the market going. We already built up that. People moved in. Excellent. And they're building that up. They're going to bring everything over to this. We are getting there. Excellent. I really like having this market here. It's going to make it really easy to keep all the houses happy, all the houses productive. They don't have too terribly far to travel as far as work goes. We're getting our renewable wood source going. We're not using nearly as much wood. We've hit our cap. Let's drop this up to 9,000 food. Excellent. Stone's getting a little low again, but we knew that was going to happen. We still have more stone to gather, so it's not the end of the world. Plus, we don't really have that much more to build. I mean, we're already over 30. So we're going to keep building and get more people. We'll go ahead and bring the Fisher online. And this merchant will come online, and then we'll gather up more stuff. Just have our gatherers gathering from now on. In fact, a lot of them aren't doing anything right now. Whoops. So let's go ahead and have them gather. No need to have them sitting around doing nothing. We got 5 of them doing nothing, so let's get them gathering. Excellent. Food's going up. Wood staying steady. Stone's a little low. Wood staying steady, even with all the building. We're still pretty steady with our wood. In fact, this area can... yeah, this area looks like it can come online for cutting. So we'll just put 2 and 2. I really like only having 2 here. They don't cut too fast, but they produce enough wood that we're good. It's not too much, but it's not too little. And we are operational. So we'll put 2 people in here, they'll gather everything up. Here are our busy bees, chopping everything down, gathering it all up. Probably strip this whole area down over here, and then we'll think about some more stone after that. To replace this, we need 55 stone to replace the blacksmith. We do get some of it back if you tear it down, and there is a decent amount of stone up over here. But as far as our surface stone, our surface resources are dwindling a little bit. I mean, I can have them come all the way over here and probably gather all that. Don't know if they can come get this stuff or not. That's a little far away though, so I don't really want to have them go too far. We might build a quarry, or we might just get the trading post up and rely on trading goods. We'll see. I mean, the big thing I think is the stone houses. They're definitely going to help us out a lot. Having the stone houses will keep us from using almost all the wood we gather, so that's definitely a huge plus for us. Before we were struggling with the wood left and right. I think it was mostly because we didn't have stone houses, we didn't invest in the stone houses. But now, we're investing in the stone houses, so it's worth it. Much better. So I think our iron's good, our wood's good. I want to prioritize gathering some stone now. I want to make sure that we get this area going. Pretty sure we can get back to this area, so let's just take all the stone from here. I mean, really, this area back here might not be a bad place for a quarry. A little far to travel. Yeah, probably not a good place for a quarry. But it's a possible place if necessary. Okay. I really want to make sure we get another blacksmith online soon. I don't want a repeat of last time where we run out of tools. I think that might be as far as I really want to gather the stone. I'm fine with gathering all this stuff here, but I don't think I really want to go any further than what I've designated. How does this stuff grow in here? Must have planted right before. It's like a brand new tree. I'm not really sure how that happened, but I don't want it there. So the marketplace is working good. It's already got pretty much everything in the central location. We got lots of berries. All our firewood's here, so everyone just comes to the market to get the firewood. There's some iron here. I mean, that's why having, like, they bring logs and iron here, so that's why having the blacksmiths pretty close to here is not a bad idea, because they don't have to go very far to get what they need. A couple cold people, but I did send them off on long journeys. Looks like they're already warm. Firewood's low. Woodcutter might have been off getting something. So, one thing we might want to do is get an herbalist. Might be a good idea for us. We haven't gotten one yet. And our health is... I mean, our health is pretty good in general. But an herbalist helps it even more. It helps it. So we have quite a few adults that could move out. We got plenty of food, so it's not like it's a food issue. Yeah, this is bringing in like 1,000 fish. Previous season 60. Must have just started like right at the end. So all this water here is bringing in a lot of fish for us. So that's really good for us. Not sure why they brought leather there. Maybe because this is full. Are all these still full? They shouldn't be full anymore. Firewood keeps getting used pretty quickly. Might want to consider getting a second woodcutter. Alright, we got quite a bit of stone, so I think once they're done gathering it all, I mean, that'll kind of be all the stone that we're going to get, unless we trade with the merchant, so we need to be careful on what we're using it for. Let's get... I like the idea of having both blacksmiths, like right here. Most all of our stone to do it. But I like having our blacksmiths right here. And then they'll just take stuff to this barn, and these people will grab it, so that'll work out good. And then we will grab this blacksmith and get rid of it. Just have them both there. Coming all this way, they've almost gathered all of the stone. Maybe we'll make a bridge here and put a quarry over here. That might work. That way it's not too terribly far. They don't walk very far. Put a couple more stone houses over here for people. So everything's being brought over here. We do still have all this surface iron here, so we're not going to want for iron very much. And looks like we hit our cap for food again. Let's raise it again. We do not want to want for food. There we go. And we will get these built up. Let's a couple of these people here to do that. Excellent. And let's go ahead and demolish that structure. Excellent. We'll get this up and running. Demolish this structure, move it all away. Get some of our resources back, so it's not like we're just losing everything by doing this. We are going to be fine. Use quite a bit of our stone on that. So we'll get some stone and iron back here. I think that maybe a quarry over here actually isn't a bad idea. Fits like right there. Maybe we could even do it like that. I really like that idea because that's not an area we're actually going to use. So let's go ahead and build the bridge. So we'll use 7 of our stone that we have. We'll gather all that stuff up. Yeah, I really like that. It's a good idea in my book. So let's build a couple more houses, maybe? We need to remember that every time we expand, we get more food. I mean, we have a lot of food coming in, but we need more. So let's go ahead and designate more food. Okay, so that looks like a good spot for that. So doesn't more food there. Builders are going to complete this bridge. Still coming all the way over there, so it'll be a little faster for them to come this way. And a couple of the houses here in this circle can be stonecutters. Okay, so we're doing good with that. Let's designate another blacksmith. And let's raise our tool limit to 50. Okay, that area was cleared. Everything but the stone has been brought over to it. And we'll designate some more hunters. Okay, it's all there. Excellent. I mean, we got 3 hunters here. They're bringing in a good amount of food, but more importantly, they're bringing the leather in. That's the big thing about it. So let's designate 3 more hunters. We have pretty good coverage of this area. So we'll be bringing in quite a bit. Our health's actually going down a little bit. So we should probably get an herbalist up soon. I mean, really, I'm not too concerned with it. Our health isn't in dire need of anything. Stockpile here, and let's gather all of this. Get the quarry up and built. We don't need to assign any workers to it yet, but let's get it built. Because if we need the stone, we'll want them to go work in the stone. And we had a hunter die of old age. We're okay with that. It happens. We're up to 35 people, so we'll need to expand a little bit more before we can actually get to the point where we have our 50, and then we'll just be maintaining. But I think overall we're doing better this time. I don't feel like we have as much a crisis when it comes to oh gosh, we need this, we need this, we need this, we need this. We're doing pretty good. Food is doing great, even with the growing population. It's still going up. And it'll only go up even more now that this is operational. They already bring in 300, so that is good. All the deer are hanging out right here. It's kind of funny. Alright, we got a couple more adults. And with this area being cleared, have quite a few people there clearing it. And it's just a matter of it fitting right there, it looks like. So that's not very much wood, that's not very much iron, so I think we're gonna go ahead and build it. That built. It's got gather up all this surface iron. We will use it. Excellent. So the quarry's going to be there more for emergencies than anything. I don't want to suddenly need stone and we don't have it. So this way we'll have some stone. Gather up the iron because I don't want to suddenly run out of iron either. We are at 50 tools, so that's good. More people becoming adults, so we'll probably need to like redo these houses over here. Make it to where like this, maybe. Or maybe just like this. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. Just do it like that. So we'll wait until we get everything operational, gather all this iron. This has everything it needs, so it's just getting built. I mean, with how much tools we have, maybe we should start trading. Suddenly have 2 homeless people. How did that happen? Did somebody die of old age? And then now suddenly 2 people are homeless. Well, I guess we're gonna need this house after all. There we go. I am perfectly fine with getting that house. All this iron is almost grabbed. And really there's a good amount of resources up there. Maybe we should build the bridge to get it. It's really not that far out of the way. It's a little ways out of the way, but it's not too bad. Let's go ahead and get this. I love how the deer are just sitting in my front yard. Firewood is low. It's okay. Food cap has been reached, too. Let's jump it up. 14,000. Let's see if we can reach that. This has got quite a bit in here. Yes, I know the firewood is low. We should probably do another wood chopper. I'm okay with that. Let's get these people home first, though. Hopefully these 2 people move into it and nobody else does, because that'd be kind of annoying. And we have 1 homeless person now. Who's our homeless person? 50-year-old. See, this is very unhappy 50-year-old, probably because he doesn't have a house. Stop it. Stop moving. Get rid of it that way. So, what about that boarding house? Requires 45 stone. Stone of which we don't currently have. Well, how about we put... Gilbert the Gatherer died. Oh, we took 2 people in here to go work on the stone, and once we get 45 stone, we will build the boarding house and work, do like we were talking about, periodically move the old single people out of the houses. That way, younger people can move into them. And then the older people can live in the boarding house. That's good. That's okay. Still have our 1 homeless person. It didn't seem like it was a very severe winter. So our log limit is reached. Let's raise our log limit. I don't like reaching our log limit. I want to stop that. Need more logs. Lots of logs. Okay, firewood is low. Whew, got a whole big 1 stone this season. Alright, we matched last season. Alright. Yeah, I definitely think we're going to need another woodcutter, so that is high on our priority list. Because he's just chopping away as fast as he can, and he is still behind. So let's get another woodcutter. Excellent, it can fit right there. I mean, it's going to use 8 of our stone. That's okay. We need the woodcutter more than we actually need the boarding house. Ooh, 2 stone. Part of it is our fuel limit's been reached, so let's jump that up another 100. And I think, well, our health's back up to 4. We're at 50 tools, 34 people. I mean, I think we need to think about more houses, but I really want to build stone houses, not wooden houses. Because I don't want our fuel to all go towards that. Perhaps we need a couple more people there. Another woodcutter. Let's put one more person in here. So we have more people becoming adults soon. There's an adult. Alright, so as soon as we get enough for this boarding house, we're building the boarding house. I want to kick some of these adults out. I'm going to put it right here, that's a good spot for it. Okay. 2 people just became adults working as laborers, or maybe that's just 1. No, it looks like it's 2. No, 1. Late summer, early summer, probably already happened. So let's put another person in the quarry. Let's hope that get that stone a little faster. We're going to use pretty much all of it here. And stone reserves are low. Yes, I know. It's because we're using it all in this boarding house. And this homeless person is still wandering around homeless. It's kind of funny. He's not, I don't think he's very happy about it, though. He's got half a star of happiness. He's bringing our overall happiness down. Quite a bit, probably. So I think the goal is to get the rest of this stone. And we had a gatherer die, so I guess we're going to need to drop the stone. Cutters a little bit. Firewood is low again, but they will bring that back up real fast. I think let's raise the fuel limit again. Our food is full. Alright, raise the food limit. There we go. Oops, didn't mean to close that. Let's put that back up. I mean, with all the people that are sitting around doing nothing, let's get them doing something. Let's have them gather up all this iron. Because I know I have people sitting around doing nothing, so I'm gonna gather it, might as well gather it up. And the stone finished, excellent. So now it's just a matter of putting one builder to build. So the homeless person died. That's okay. We'll probably like kick this person out and repopulate it. Excellent. So I mean, it's really a matter of kicking the old people out and letting the young ones take the house. I mean, it's kind of mean, but it's what we need to do. I think that will make things a lot better as far as our population continue to grow, but with minimal houses. I don't think people are too unhappy to live in the boarding house, are they? Well, I guess we'll find out. Okay, 3 workers. I mean, stone is trickling in. It's not a lot of stone, but it's okay. We don't need a lot of stone, we just need enough to continue building. Maybe our next project should be to get the trading post online and start slowly bringing firewood over. And we almost need either another foresting compound that has 2. Maybe over here. And this is a pretty good spot for another foresting compound. It's pretty close. Then we can put another gatherer's compound and another hunter's lodge to keep our food going. So we'll see. I think I'm gonna try to finish this boarding house, and then we'll probably call it episode. It's been a little longer than normal because I wanted to get to something that I hadn't done yet. I mean, it might be borderline an hour by the time I get done, so let's hope this finishes up fast. So, stone is still just trickling in. Most of it, I think, is we don't have any laborers to come grab this stone. It's just kind of sitting there. That's kind of the big thing. And we got about 100 more to do here. So we're minus a gatherer, so you'd think our food would be coming in less, but it's actually not. Let's temporarily grab... No, let's not. Well, maybe we probably don't need 2 vendors. Let's get another person over here helping finish this up. I want to get this done faster. Okay. Still slowly gathering that iron. Excellent. Overall, we're doing good. We're pushing our food limits up and up and up, so I mean, really, the trader's mostly hopefully going to be for getting more stone. Put another complex of food over here. Forester, Gatherer, and Hunter's Lodge. Maybe we'll choose an herbalist somewhere. Maybe down here or up here. I mean, if we leave these trees here and not cut them down, they make herbs, so maybe we'll put an herbalist over here. Get that going. Overall happiness is decent, I think. Alright, great. So we got that done. Drop that down, and what we're gonna do is... These guys... 2 males living together. Let's kick these guys out. They're homeless. But they're living in the boarding house now. Where'd the 60-year-old go? Oh well. And cancel it, and... There. Now we have a new family. Works out perfectly. People there. Older people, a lot of young people. Let's see what happens if we kick out this old couple. So they're gonna go live in the boarding house. There they are. And then if we cancel it, do they immediately move back in, or do young people take it? Looks like they immediately moved back in. But that's okay, because we can just manage out the single old people. And then be able to expand from there. So, gathering up all that. Let's afford to put one more in the stone cutting. These young people had a baby. No, these young people haven't had a baby yet. I really just want to build stone houses. Like I've been saying this whole time. Stone, stone, stone. We want stone. I don't think there's really more surface anything, anywhere. Besides iron and wood. I mean, it's just all a bunch of iron and wood. The only place that there's anything left is across here, but there's really not enough to justify going to get it. all the rest of this is not. So if we're going to build more stone things, we either need to get more population to put into here, or we probably need the trading post. Which takes 80 stone, so we're going to need to gather up the stone. Another person become an adult, so we'll send you to the stone cutters. We need to just basically put everyone we can in here. We got enough food. We're not going to starve anytime soon. Our tools are fine. Got 2 people working on it. We can even up our tools and have a little bit more if we want. But we need to gather up enough stone to build the trader's hut. And then I think from there, we'll just trade away to get stone to build this area here. And then we'll have so much wood that we can just sell stuff. So we lost a forester. And now we have another laborer gone. Don't believe we have any laborers coming up. There's one. So we have a couple laborers, one laborer coming of age here pretty soon. But it's been about 50 minutes or so now, so I'm actually going to call this one here. We've got a lot done. We've got a lot of stabilization set up. We're at 35. I mean, it's just a matter of continuing going up. I mean, really, we could probably build some regular wood houses and be fine. Just as long as the majority of our houses are stone houses, we'll be fine. But I think we're doing good here, and I think we'll be on track to actually pull this off. Let's up our food before I go, because we already hit that again. And we can never have too much food. Never, ever, ever. Alright, well thank you all for watching. I know this one was a long one, but we got a lot accomplished, and I'm feeling really good about our opportunity to actually get Mountain Man this time. So go ahead and subscribe if you like this. I'm putting out videos. I'm trying to put out at least 2 videos a day. Like it, comment, tell me what you like about what I'm doing. Give me some feedback on what I could do better. Obviously, a lot of things I could do better. But thank you again for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening.